Welcome back to this new video here on Altcoin Rover, and on today's video I'm going to give my 2024 lookout on Optimism. In my previous video here on the channel I discussed Arbitrum, my price prediction for 2024, and I saw many people also ask me what about Optimism, since also in that video I talked that I'm superly bullish on Optimism right now. So on today's video I'm going to give my lookout on the fundamental reasons why I think it's going to go up, and also of course on the technical reasons why I think this is a coin you must hold for 2024. And personally I can tell you I have 4% of my portfolio allocated towards Optimism, and honestly if I'm purely doing my calculation about where it is currently standing and where it could go towards in the next bull run, I think it has got easy 20x potential, at least 10x potential. So I'm gonna talk about my strategy. So without any further ado guys, don't forget to slap up that like button, subscribe to this new channel, and let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, Optimism currently sitting on P30. What I'm also seeing is that the valuation is currently $3 billion US, and what is important to understand is that Optimism first of all launched in this bear market, and that means there is not a lot of sell pressure that we're going to be having from previous cycles, so that is already a very positive thing. If I'm calculating towards the previous bull run where a lot of these layer 2s were valued at, it was between 50 to 80 billion US, so currently it is sitting on $3 billion US, so that is an estimated 15 to 25x from here. So my personal projection is that Optimism could do a 15 to 25x and potentially even more in the upcoming bull run. So that is my price forecast for the coming bull run, and honestly if we're already looking at Optimism, we can see that it is sitting at all-time highs, and I said this also with Arbitrum, but in general already on the channel. I think that all these coins that are launching in the bear market, they tend to be performing the best in the next bull run, and coins that launched in the previous bear market performed very well in the last bull run are probably going to be performing a little bit less good, since there is so much sell pressure also involved in these projects, and that would really potentially reduce the potential upside for these projects. So let me quickly look in towards it. Of course, on the weekly time frame you can clearly see it's been trading in a massive upward sloping channel, and if you have been following the channel and you have potentially bought it, because I talked about it a lot around that $1 mark here guys, I've talked a lot about it. You could go to my Twitter page and search for OP, you can see that I tweeted a lot about it. But anyways, I am super bullish on it, and I am bullish on layer 2s / roll ups especially. And to be very clear, Optimism is maybe the most effective and the most efficient roll up on Ethereum currently at the moment, and after there is going to be a massive update that is going to get released later this year. It's called EP 4844. This is a massive update Ethereum has been working years and years on to make roll-ups and layer 2s more scalable, lower in fees, and more efficient. And this update is going to come out approximately in 6 months from now on, probably earlier, but at maximum 6 months from now on. And that would mean that these projects that are actually involved in this, that are built on layer 2s and that are roll-ups, are going to be massively benefiting from this massive update Ethereum is going to be having. So I already talked about Optimism, but also of course Polygon, ZK Sync, Starnet, and of course Ethereum itself is going to be massively benefiting from this update, but I personally think that layer 2s are going to be having the massive upside. So now I've talked about the fundamental reasons, let me quickly talk about where it could go towards in the larger time frame. So we can currently see that there is a massive pattern emerging for Optimism right now, and yes, we are trading in a significant uptrend on that imminent short term on Optimism right now here. I mean, on the bigger perspective, you can currently see that Optimism is really finding support from that previous big resistance that we had here in the past, sitting here in the beginning of 2023 of January. So literally a year ago, this was the massive level that got us rejected, and just moments ago, we broke above this level, and yeah, currently, you can clearly see this is the level that we're currently retesting as support, and honestly, this is just a textbook retest, and I am really expecting we are going to be seeing that massive bounce from off this level. So this is what I'm looking at right now here on that, let's say, 6-month projection. I think that Optimism is going to consolidate a little bit around this region, and once Bitcoin also takes off, it is also going to be benefiting from this move towards the upside. But more importantly, looking and approaching this from the weekly time frame, I do think that, of course, right now, out of anticipation, we're already seeing this first pump, but really in that window where we're going to be seeing that massive update, what is going to be in this window between June and July/August, so in approximately 6 months from now on, we are going to be seeing the most amount of gains. So you are right now basically trying to anticipate a massive update that is going to come right here. But of course, like you do know, the patient investor is the investor that tends to win, and that is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make the most amount of money, and especially if the bull run is really going to be there, what I think is going to be, the market is going to be even more exponential. So I really think we could see a 15x from here on, what would literally place it around the 30 to $45 mark. So that is, of course, absolutely insane. I mean, right now we're spotting still one critical level resistance on that weekly time frame, and that is that upward sloping resistance line. And you can clearly see we're creating an upward sloping support line, but I think that as soon as Optimism is going to be starting to be breaking out above this very important resistance here on the top side, we are going to be having that massive continuation towards the upside. So yeah, I talked about the fundamental reasons, and I think the most important part on how to prepare yourself with these altcoins is look at it, okay, how is it fundamentally speaking? And then you're going to be looking at a good buying opportunity, and maybe your opportunity is going to be once we break above this level, or maybe it's because we're right now, of course, retesting that very important daily level of support that you want to be getting in on it right now. But more importantly, the best strategy, in my opinion, to be making profit with these altcoins in this type of market we're currently in is just DCA. Just buy a portion of it every single period, and at least that is what I am doing. So of course, make sure to have your own strategy. I am not a financial advisor, but this is what I am doing. This is my projections. So thank you so much for watching. Share this video with anyone out there that is also bullish or is maybe interested in Optimism, why it is going to be growing so massively. So yeah, with that being said, guys, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next update. Peace out. Goodbye.